When we talk about percentages, you got to remember that they're out there in all different shapes and forms out there in the real world. And one of the ways that you can see them is talking about the percent increase or decrease in a particular situation. You can go from saying a postage stamp is 40 cents up to 45 cents, and it only really changed a nickel. You can go and have a value of a car go from Monday to Wednesday, and it goes up 5 cents or nickel. But wow, if a postage stamp goes up by 5 cents, there's probably rioting in the streets, because everything is relative. Everything goes by what you start with. It's that both of those situations would have a different percent increase. Whether you're talking percent increase or decrease, you still always go by our percent proportion. Percent of the base is the amount. When you're talking about percent increase or decrease, the base is the original value. The amount is the amount increased or decreased, depending on the situation. Actually, did it go up? That would be like the nickel. The fact if it went from 45 cents to 50 cents, we don't use the 50, we actually use the 5 cents. That's actually the amount that it increased. The percent is what we're looking for. So that's where our variable will be. That's our original amount, and that's actually how much the situation increased or decreased. Again, percent is what we're looking for. That's the variable. Our original will always be the base, and then how much it actually increased or decreased, that will be our amount. So let's say that 5 years ago you used 200 gallons of gas. Last year you used 230 gallons of gas. What is the percent increase? I know that it changed 30 gallons, but what percentage is that? Remember, everything is relative. Maybe it changed 30 gallons, but you only used maybe 30 gallons. It really makes a difference. Maybe you used 1,000,000 gallons. Yeah, that's why you need to know what that base is. So that's where the percent increase becomes so important to understanding and evaluating numbers. Percent we're looking for, the base is the original, and how much it changed, that's our 30 gallons. Some people get nervous because like, I didn't use the 230. You did indirectly. That's how you got the 30. But you don't ever use the original value and the actual final value. It's always the original and then just how much the change was. When you do our division, little equation solving skills, we're going to end up with 0.15. And remember, that is just the answer as a decimal. We want to probably show that as a percent. So we move that over 2 spots and get 15%. Here's another one for you. A little bit of a car thing. Let's say that before it took you 45 minutes to commute to school. They built a bridge. Now, it only takes you 18 minutes to get to school. That's great. Now, what is the percent decrease in time? Well, we would have, again, looking for what is the percent decrease. Our P is going to be our variable. The base was always our original amount. And our amount is how much of the decrease. It decreased by 27 minutes. Sometimes you aren't necessarily given that amount. You have to actually crank it out and calculate for yourself, which we have to do right here. But you can handle it. Again, we're going to go and solve. Once we get our equation, since we want to get our P by ourselves, divided by 45. And 27 divided by 45 is 0.4, which we know better as 40%. So your travel time decreased by 40%. Remember, percentages give you a quick number recognition. To say that something went down by 27 minutes, it might not be too bad. But to say that something went down by 40%, quick number recognition to know, hey, that is a pretty good bit. So remember, always go back, when in doubt, to that percent equation, and that will help you get through a lot of situations. Good luck.